Welcome to the show. I don't have a name for it yet. Pending name is Trucker Reviews. Because, well, I'm a trucker and I have no fucking imagination. But, I've been wanting to start a channel for a long time. I don't know what account I'm going to put this on yet. But, since I got called off of work today because either there was no trucks, no work, one of the two, I have no idea. But today I was watching dystopian type movies, the dystopian future. And we watched The Running Man, Escape from LA, the 1987 version of Running Man. I don't think the remake's out yet. But I've always been a fan of the dystopian ones. Like, let's take, for instance, The Running Man. It's been a long time since I watched that. A very long time. And, I forgot how good it was. I mean, it's been out since 1987. But I watched that today. And I watched Escape from LA. And then I started this. But we're also going to talk a little bit about Escape from New York also. Because I really liked that one. It's been a long time since I watched any of those. But The Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's the only one I really recognized in that one. I mean, there's probably other people in it that I know. But he's the only one I really recognized for sure. Kitty. But, no, they don't. With all the practical effects that they had to use back in the 80s, the movies really don't look the same anymore. And, like, let's take, for instance, the Marvel movies that have been coming out within the past 5 or 10 years. They're rushing them so bad that the CGI is just looking fake as fuck. You have to admit that. Whereas the practical effects, I mean, as cheesy as the older 80s movies are, the effects, the practical, they looked better. I mean, they don't, they're not high res or whatever the fuck they film them in nowadays, but with the practical effects that they use for the CGI, everything just looks so much better. What the fuck? Hold on. Alright, there we go. And then Escape from LA. I forget when this one came out. Look it up real quick. And it was 90s if I'm not mistaken. Doo-doo-doo. 1996. Didn't think it was that new. Hold on, Escape from New York was 98. Holy shit, he waited a long time for the sequel on that one. No wonder Snake looks so old. But anyway, yeah, the effects in this one, 90s. I don't know if you use CGI or not, but there was definitely green screen involved, and you could tell because some of it did look fake as fuck and cheesy, but it was cool though. I liked it. And yeah, I'm looking at the screen right now. I ain't turning the camera around. I don't know how to do that right now. But yeah, it was. I don't even know if you can on this computer. But no, yeah, the newer movies, they don't hold a candle to the old shit. And by the way, leave a comment on anything you want me to talk about next. But anyway, let's there's a little more hope in the older movies too. You know, coming up to the end, I know sometimes the good guy doesn't always win. Bad guy might once in a while. Mostly in Stephen King movies. But no, go back and check out. I recommend it to all. The original, The Running Man, Escape from New York from 1981, Escape from LA 1996. All three of them are great movies. They're very dystopian. Kurt Russell stars in both Escape from New York and Escape from LA. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in the original Running Man. Paramount Plus has both The Running Man and Escape from LA. I do believe if you have Prime, Escape from New York is free right now. I don't own any of the three movies. The next video I do is probably going to be. We'll get to that in a minute. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, the Running Man. Basically, he's falsely accused of a crime. The Running Man is a game show put on by the government because they run all TV now. Not that they don't now, but whatever. And basically, The Running Man is a game show, and he has to survive 3 hours. And the next lie is that they're going to allow him to live. Figure out how well that went for him. That's the plot of that one. It holds together pretty well. Escape from New York. Kurt Russell is Snake Plissken. Love these movies. The president, Air Force One gets attacked. He lands, and the president's escape pod lands in New York, which is now a maximum security prison. And Snake, who had already been arrested, he gets a deal where if he goes in and gets him out, all his crimes will be. Sorry for any noise there. Any crimes will be forgiven. He gets a full pardon if he can get the president out alive. Escape from LA. The president's daughter steals a device that's supposed to bring about the end of the world and runs away to Los Angeles with it. Again, Los Angeles, maximum security prison, earthquake separated from the mainland. Snake, who had been arrested for crimes, has to go in and get the device. He was told not to bring the daughter out. He does anyway. Because, well, let's face it, in this one, the president's an asshole. Give all three a watch. They're all fucking excellent. And the next video, I think I'm going to do Halloween and Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie. I know they get a lot of hate. Rob Zombie gets a lot of hate because they don't like his movies. Maybe I'll talk all Rob Zombie movies. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to release every Friday, every other Friday. And we'll see what happens. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Please give me a follow. Do a like. And again, see you on the next one.